A lot of people like to just jump to a fancy, sexy detox protocol or a parasite cleanse, and that usually is not the place to start, especially in moms. What I find is so needed is nervous system regulation. And for me, that's a non-negotiable. That nervous system piece has to be on board so that we're sending messages of safety to the body and to the nervous system so that it can close that healing loop so it's not stuck in that cell danger response, so that the mitochondria can be actively producing energy and ATP versus being more in like battleship mode where they're trying to fight and deal with whatever you have going on.
That is well said. I think we all, we see that, we need to just make sure your detoxification pathways are spot on. Let's just do this cleanse or this. But you're right, the nervous system holds the key. So what are some things that you would tell your patients about how to take care of the nervous system?
Gosh, there's so many different ways. And just like detoxing, there's usually kind of an order of operations. Some things work better in the beginning versus later on. I think the first thing is just to start having an awareness. Notice what you're noticing. Be aware of the language you're using. And, a test that I give my clients is like, what's your knee-jerk response when somebody asks you how you're doing? When somebody asks you how you're doing, what do you say? Do you like, oh, I'm hanging in there, doing okay, getting by. All of those are messages that your nervous system is listening to, your subconscious is listening to, and you're sending those messages to your body. And language is so, so powerful. I was just at lunch with somebody and she's working on this big project. I said, how's it going? She's like, oh, it's killing me. No, 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 no. We're not going to use language like that. We're going to first have an awareness of how we're speaking to and about ourselves, because that's the first step. Then the second step, I think this is an easy kind of next layup step that's relatively easy for people to do, is to start slowing down around mealtime. Before, when you sit down to eat, first of all, get out a placemat, put it on the table, sit down at the table. Don't sit down with your phone. Chew your food to applesauce consistency. Take a few deep breaths before you start eating. Express gratitude. Actually taste your food, especially as a mom. Like, let's have a meal. Let's not just have the crust from our kid's sandwich and call it a day. Like, sit down and have that meal, and just and sending those messages of safety and gratitude to our nervous system, gratitude for this meal that we're having, for these nutrients that are now coming down our digestive tract. And that's such a good place to start. And of course, from there, we can talk about things like grounding and breath work and meditation and somatic work. There's things we can do to support our limbic system and our vagal nerve system. I mean, there's so much in this, but for moms especially, it's like, let's just meet us where we are and let's just start here. And that's a great way to start.